Season 2, Episode 5. All the World is Birthday Cake. We meet the new Chief of Security, Lieutenant Kiali, who is Elaine, like Alara. On the bridge, Commander Grayson and Bortus joke around about their birthdays. Commander Grayson wants a joint party. Bortus thinks that having a joint party, he will be deprived of the tension that he is personally richly deserving of. The crew of the Orville receive a first contact message from the Gregorians, and with a minimal amount of research, head down for first contact. Things start off well enough until Dr. Finn notices a large number of medically unnecessary C-sections. At the state dinner with the Gregorians, Grayson reveals that her and Bortus have some upcoming birthdays. The prefect, played by John Rubinstein, immediately freaks out, declares them Jiliacs, and imprisons Bortus and Grayson, and kicks the rest of the crew off of the planet. Eventually, Lieutenant Kiali comes up with a solution of appearing to bring back the dead star associated with the Jiliacs. Grayson and Bortus are released after trying a month or so of captivity. What works? Well, I think just about everything works in this episode. We have some great guest stars behind and in front of the camera. Ted Danson, best known for his work on The Good Place. Robert Duncan McNeil, best known for his work as Lieutenant Paris on Voyager. And John Rubinstein as the prefect, who was on 3 episodes of Enterprise, 1 episode of Voyager, a bunch of other stuff over the last 40, 50 years, and a show called Crazy Like a Fox that was on in the 80s, if you happened to be old enough to remember that. Astrology. Jiliac trash. This is reminiscent of Star Trek at its best, taking something as arbitrary of what 1/12 of the year someone is born in, past a logical stream as a stand-in for any number of beliefs on race, religion, sexual preferences that we might hold. It begs the viewer to ask, what harmful biases do we as individuals or we as a society harbor? Or if that's not something the viewer is interested in, they can move right past this point and enjoy an episode of television. Easy to digest social commentary as metaphor that can be explored as little or as much as the viewer wishes. The integration of humor into the plot, birthday jokes paid off in the plot and at the end of the episode. Acting through makeup. It can be really tough to act in a fully affected way through makeup. Star Trek Voyager had a huge problem of that. They had some people who could act through makeup and others who didn't. As a result, they seem to have made a creative decision that everyone just has kind of a flat acting style, and as a result, I think the show really suffered. This does exactly the opposite. They not only have amazing makeup, but they have some fine actors who just do a great job of acting through, and they just feel like fully affected characters. The solution. It was fundamentally different than something you might see on Star Trek, where they changed the society that they encountered as their solution. It was a good alternative to violence, but it definitely fundamentally altered their culture in ways that may not be evident for some time to come. Perhaps we'll get a second look at what happens in a season or two of the Orville. Improvement. I really like the show. I have one minor quibble about this episode. Wouldn't the Planetary Union have done more research before making first contact? You wouldn't have much of an episode if they did, but it is my one tiny nitpick that if there's 1/12 of the population that is being placed into large camps and treated terribly, probably less than 12, because of the C-sections. But nonetheless, it seems like something that the Planetary Union would have done more research on before flying down and making first contact. Conclusion. Great episode, great series. It builds on the rich mythology of Star Trek while doing its own world universe building. The season has proven to be better than season one and is one of the best shows on television. Hope you enjoyed this first episode of the Lazy Lemur YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you did. Thank you very much. Now please enjoy some wonderful credits and attributions.